Welcome back to my DFK Starter Series, Part 5. This video will cover questing. I will be going over the profession quest and the training quest, how to start them and how to end them. So, if you made it to Part 5, you must really be ready to start winning in Web 3. Let's go over those steps again. Step 1 to winning in Web 3 is to start playing DeFi Kingdoms. Step 2 is to build your legion in DeFi Kingdoms. Step 3 would be to go get a bot to help command your legion. And I use DFK Helper. And then finally, you need to claim your legacy. And what will your legacy be? Will you be the player that just has a complete legion, farming up materials to sell off to the crafters so they can craft items to sell to the people that are doing PvE or PvE and need that gear or those potions? That is for you to decide. So let's get this disclaimer out of the way. Everything in this video is strictly my opinion. None of this is financial advice. Please, please do not let FOMO cause you to become homeless and eating out of a dumpster. All that out of the way, let's get started. All right, we ready? This video is going to be about questing. We're going to cover all the different profession quests, how to start the quest, how to end the quest, and what kind of rewards you get, and the different kind of quests there are. So let's get into it. So here we are at the beginning. So you can go here, and you can go to professions. And you have these 4 professions right here. Or if you want, and this is the way I prefer to do it when I start my quest, go to quest list. And these are all the different quests. So you have these crystal quests here, view quest. So you can go in here in this quest, Emberlings. So Emberlings, that doesn't really cover it. So this is luck. So this is going to be for your agility. So is what you're going to look for here is a hero with a high agility level or high agility stat. That's going to give you the best chance to get a drop. So this is a tool that I'm going to show you that'll help explain a lot of this if you forget, so that way you don't have to come back here and watch my video 150 million times, which I'm good with that. So if you go to dfkquester.app, come in here, you will have to connect your wallet and stuff, but don't worry with connecting your wallet. Make sure you read it first. But as all it's doing is allowing this website to access your wallet to see everything that you have in your wallet. It's going to be all your heroes and all kinds of stuff. But is what you're really looking for as far as getting ready to go quest is you want this up here. It's called DFK Expert. And this is going to give you a whole bunch of charts. So when we're looking for profession quests, we're going to want to go to loot and questing. And in here, it's going to give you all the different rewards you can get from questing. And this is going to give you all your training quests. So if you go to the docks, go to the tug of war, that's going to be your strength for your might. dexterity, that's going to be in the marketplace, that's going to be your stick and ball. So if you go through here, you can look and see which ones you get. The reasons you would want to do a training quest is so you can get these crystals. These crystals do not have a very good drop rate, but the higher level your hero gets and the better its stats are, the better the drop rate. So, in doing a training quest, you will get XP. You'll get 15 XP for every quest attempt. Then you'll get 25 gold and 30 XP for every successful quest attempt. And if you go through here, you get to see what all you get. So, you'll get 150 experience per lesser crystal. It has a 0.5% drop rate. And if you look in here per stat, so from 0 up to 50, this is going to be your success rate. So if you look here, if you have 50, your success rate is going to be as high as 68%. 68% is a good rate, but you have to have a really good hero with really good stats to do that. So if you're going to the tug of war might, you're going to want your strength all the way up to 50 to get a good success rate. So keep that in mind when you're getting ready to go questing for training quest. And then you have your profession quest loots. These are all the different loot that you can get from profession quests. So the training quest, that's the only reason I had to come here for the training quest is for that. And then we will get into over here the profession stats here in a second. But let's get out of there. Let's just do, we got our 4 basic main quests, which is gold mining, gardening, fishing, and foraging. So in mining, view mining. So it comes in here and got description on here. And, maybe I'll do a video that goes into a lot of this in depth, but I think a lot of that's going to change quite a bit. So you go in here, you click that X button, not X, plus button for adding heroes, and then you can pick them. So select heroes, and this is for mining. You can select up to 6. If you look down here, it says 0 to 6 heroes. So let's add those. Continue. So now that added that to the quest. If you click here, you can see it's in here. If you go to click view the quest, and here, this is where you can submit to get them to all go questing. So we're not going to submit that yet because we want to gather a bunch of these up. And now you go into gardening. You have skill 0 and skill 10. This one you can only send 2 at a time. But you're going to want to look here. You're going to want to pick which garden you want to send them to. So now remember on the last one, we did Duel USD. See, I already got a bunch of questing on there, but you can assign the next heroes. And now this is level 10 questing. So if you flip the card here, it'll show you your professional levels. See, this one's gardening level 16. Flip here. You can only add 2. So it's just going to add these first 2. 13 out of 13. So you can either just hit add, or you can select and select. And then you can continue. And then you can do the queue multiple quests. And then you're good there. If you want to do the skill 10 and below, click the plus sign, and then you just pick what garden you want them to go to. And then you can go in here, flip cards. Oh, wait, I want to do lower than 10. So that's not going to give me lower than 10. That gave me a 15. So you got to go through here and find one that's the ones that are under. So generally is how I do that is I do all the skill level 10s or above and do all those first. And you can also go down here and you can change your level just to 1. So all your level 1 heroes will pop up. And all your level 1 heroes will have less than that. So he's 1.9 zeros. You know, you can go through and do it that way, and then you can add them in there. Let's not add any in there. So you got the same thing for fishing. So you can add fishers. And from there, you can add 6 at a time. So let's add those in there. But you remember, we're doing 10 and above. So you got fishing down here. It's 1.1, so I can't add that. Which one did I pick? But it's the same process of picking the better or lower ones. It's just, yeah, skill 0, so that's the 10 and below. So that was actually all right. So, you know, you pick 10 of those. And then same thing for foraging. So we'll go a little more in detail in this when I go over a different video that I got planned for you guys. But if you look here, if you go into that expert thing, you got fishing, foraging, gardening. And it's how you find which ones are the best. So let's say you happen to have a Legionnaire Fisher. Well, his score is only 60. You're not going to want him as a Fisher. Now, it's going to depend on his stats, luck, and agility. So maybe you actually got a Legionnaire that has really killer luck and agility. Well, he might still be good for fishing. But as how I do it is I focus on everything that's at least 100% or better, because they're most likely going to have a higher luck and agility stat being in these classes. Then you go over to foraging. It's the same way. You just go down here and you find any that are above. So any that are below are still going to be able to quest. They're just not going to have the best stats for that quest. So if you go back here, and if you look at the heroes, let's pick fishing. Okay, so you go here, fishing. You know, you got, well, pirates are decent. So you can select a pirate. Oh, I didn't want to select them. I want to flip them. So with pirate, agility and luck are going to be, well, is what you're going to want to look for is the higher stats. So he's 9 and 8. Well, what level is this guy? Oh, he's only level 1. Oh, that's right, because I switched this to 1-1. All right, let's just make that a 10. Let's find some level 10s. All right, so we got 2 10s here. We got pirate and a thief. So a thief, his agility is 25 and 22. So that's his higher stats. But he's gardening. He's not a fisher. So you have to decide whether you're going to want to send this guy fishing or gardening. You can send them on quests that are not assigned to them. On this one, it might be worth sending him fishing compared to gardening. But that's up to you and how you want to play the game. The difference is you get a bonus stamina for leveling them within their profession class. So this guy's profession class is gardening. So he'll have more stamina, which means more chances to get loot than he would with fishing. But his stats are higher for fishing because the agility and luck are higher. So he'll be able to fish pretty good. So does he need that extra stamina, or would he do better the other way? That's for you to decide and to figure out. So gardening, you're going to want wisdom and vitality. So his wisdom is 21, it's not too bad, and 20 vitality. So there's not that big of a difference. So he's probably better off gardening. And what do I have him doing? He is gardening. See him with his hoe. He's getting them roots, turning that soil. He's going gardening. So now you send them all off or set them all up in the queue. So now you can go here, visit the multi-queue. So now you can submit all. Come on, MetaMask. Open up, open up, open, 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 open. So after you queue them all, you just got to go over here and just hit start, 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 start. Now, on Serendale, you can't just do an unlimited amount. You have to do, it's not individual, but I think it's only like 2 or 3 at a time you can set up to do it. Why is that not coming up? Did my wallet close? Oh, my wallet's good. All right, let's see. Oh, my bot might be messing with me. So let's see if we can send some off here. Reset the heroes so I can get them all in there. I mean, I don't care. Let's just set one off. Continue. Queue view, view queue. Loading, loading, loading. What the hell is it doing? Let's do a restart. I think my bot started a bunch and everything while I was loading all this up. Should have deactivated that before doing this, but we did it, so let's just move forward. Quest list. Come on, hurry up and start up here. Load, load, load. View quest. Let's get some started here. Just so I can show you starting it up. Queue them all. Continue. Queue multiple quest. View queue. Submit all. Oh, my wallet's still not opening. Oh, there it goes. I don't know how good my internet's at where I'm at right now, but we'll find out, right? Loading them up. And then as soon as that goes, ding, we know the quest has started. So there we go. So now the quest has started. So we can close that out. We can close that out. We got all the quests we want started. So now you can go into each individual quest. And here, start quest, active fishing quests. Here, we can do a complete here. Or the way I like to do it, you go down here to active quests. And then you can just hit select all. Complete queued quests. Then that's going to trigger the wallet. You'll have to confirm it. Or maybe it's not. There we go. I must have some slow internet going on again. So that was a failed transaction. So let's try it again. Failed transaction. See, I'm not going to say a whole lot because that might be because of my bots doing it. There we go. So now we got one going through, one going through. But if you ever get a failed transaction, you can just hit it again and again and again and again and again. Hopefully it's not that bad. So now that's going through and that's completing the quest. It's doing all the rolling and all that stuff to decide what we won. And the reason why I had to confirm it twice is because it had to complete 2 separate sets of them. So per transaction, it can only do so many. So you might have to do multiple transactions to get them done. So here we go. We got all of our forgings quest. This is a forging quest right here. So we got some, these are all the rewards we got. We got some tiers there, yes. We got some more tiers and some more tiers. Good deal. Fishing skill went up by 0.1. Fishing skill went up by 0.4. All right. We got 96 XP. We got 107 XP. 117 XP. 107 XP. So, not too bad of a haul. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 tiers. But see, none of these guys had pets on them. Which this wallet, I don't think there's a whole lot of pets on them. So this second one is a forging quest. So it's the same thing, 94 XP. Those are the items we got. And then our skill went up by 0.3. And these are my level 0. See, forging, 0. So these are not skill 10s. So same thing again. Then you can just keep clicking through here until you see what all you got. Some more tiers. This is fishing level 0. Fishing level 0, so more of the same. And then we have animal handling. This was a tier 1. Nope, strike, check, nope, strike, nope, check. So I got 75 gold and 165 experience. No crystal drop. We got here's another one, tug of war. No crystal, but we did get 75 gold and 165 experience. So that's how you complete your quests. And then you can go through and see what all you've earned. So that's how you do your questing. So I'll add the link to this DFK Quester in my description. This is a really important app to have. There is a lot of stuff in here. You're really going to want to reference this. So these are all the different things in Expert. I use the crap out of Expert. So that's that. Not much else to cover in here, except for there was one thing I did want to kind of go into since we've already went into gardenings. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's go back up here. Oh yeah, I want to go to. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, just be nice. Okay, active gardening quest, start gardening quest. So plus, so total deposit, total allocated. So I don't have none to claim, but doing these quests are going to be how much you're going to earn based on how much you have in the gardens. So if you have a lot of crystal BTC in the gardens, your percentage chance of earning crystal for doing this garden are going to be greatly increased. So if you have 0 liquidity in the gardens, you still will earn a little bit of crystal. So, with that said, I thought it said in here what our chances are. Let's go in here to expert. Oh, that's not expert. That's the leaderboard. I didn't want the leaderboard. So we want to go to loot. Right. Does it go over questing that? So gardens, these are the items you can have a chance of dropping. But, well, that doesn't really explain it very good. But yeah, you will get the opportunity to get some garden rewards the higher LPs you have. Let's just leave it with that. A lot of new players to the game are not going to have very big LPs to begin with unless you just have that kind of money to invest in there. So with that said, is that what you're going to want to be doing as far as your legacy goes? Are you going to want to be a quester? Is that your goal? You want to be the guy that goes and farms all the materials for the crafters to start crafting stuff with? Or do you want to be the guy that has a good legion that goes and gathers all these heroes for you so you can do the crafting? Things to think about. I do a lot of quests. I have a lot of heroes. You know, this one wallet, if you look at the inventory, there's a lot of stuff in here. And I've gathered all this. Well, actually, I think since this is my summoning wallet, I probably bought some tiers, but most of this was all gathered through questing. So I will leave this video here. That's the starter's guide for how to send your heroes on quests, how to complete your quests and claim your rewards. So again, if you have any questions, anything more you want me to go into as far as questing goes, please leave a comment down below and we will cover that in the AMA. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.